Hello, my beautiful friends, and welcome to another episode of the Hayley Osborne Show. I'm Hayley, and I am so glad you're here. This is episode 58. As this episode airs today, the doors are officially open for the very first day and the very first time this year to my membership, Superhero Marketing. I am so excited. This is so exciting. Can you hear it in my voice? Honestly, it's a dream come true to be able to have created such an awesome product and teach so many businesses how to be better at their marketing so they can honestly get themselves to superhero status and in turn reach more people in their local community. It's just awesome. Small businesses are what makes the world go round, honestly, and it's my goal to really educate as many of you as possible to make the right changes in your businesses so you can have the right impact that really match your business goals. Doors are open today. Hooray! And oh my gosh, I'm excited. They're open for 7 days. So in my true energetic style, I am hosting a free masterclass this week, which I would love you to come along to. It's Thursday night, March the 23rd at 7:30 p.m. Adelaide time. You can register for this if you want to come along on my website. You can't miss it on my website. It's in the header. It is hayleyosborne.com. In this masterclass, I will teach you my 5 most effective ways to become number 1 in your local area, both online and offline. It's going to be super fun. It's going to be full of tips that you can implement straight away into your business. It's going to be full of aha moments because I want that for you and I want you to reach new heights. So you can register for that now at hayleyosborne.com. That's hayleyosborne.com to come along and learn an important step towards you becoming the superhero marketer in your business. Today is really exciting for me, guys, and I hope that you can hear it in my voice. Obviously, this is a podcast, so you do have to listen and you do have to hear the excitement in my voice. But to officially celebrate the membership opening its doors today, my guest on the podcast today is Katrina Heausler. She is the founder, CEO, and face behind KH Designed. And she's also an awesome superhero marketing member. So I'm so excited to bring her on the show today to speak to you. Katrina really helps overwhelmed homeowners transform bland dated spaces into inspiring interiors that embody you, your lifestyle, and nurture a lifetime of beautiful memories. She's not just an interior designer, but gives people the ability to live a life that is sometimes only a dream. I really wanted to bring Katrina on the podcast to talk about the power of how she mastered her marketing, feels really organized and planned because of it, and is achieving amazing things within her business as a result. Without further ado, let's get into the episode. You are listening to The Hayley Osborne Show with me, Hayley, your host. This is your place to learn how to become the superhero marketer in your business, to become the number 1 in your local community, both online and your surrounding areas. Every week, I'll be teaching you how you can achieve the best out of your marketing, your business, and be the most fearless superhero version of yourself. Small business owners are the backbone of the economy, and I'm here to demystify local area marketing to help you reach more customers. Between myself from South Australia and my wildly inspiring guests from across the world, I'm so excited to discuss all things marketing your business with you. I believe in you, so let's get started.
Hello.
Hi, Katrina, and welcome to the podcast. I am so excited for this conversation. I'm so happy you joined me. How are you?
I'm good. How are you, Hayley? Thank you so much for having me on today.
You are welcome. So, in order to introduce yourself properly, for those listeners that don't know who you are, I would love you to give an introduction of who you are and what you do.
Okay, so my name is Katrina Heausler and I'm an interior designer. I run a business called KH Designed and I help overwhelmed homeowners transform bland dated spaces into inspiring interiors that embody who they are, their lifestyle, and nurture a lifetime of beautiful memories. So, in a nutshell, as I mentioned, I'm an interior designer and I focus on renovation and new build projects from a single room, which might just be a kitchen to the full home. And within that, I even offer furnishing and styling selections as part of those services. We all know that renovating is a really stressful project, isn't it?
It's so stressful. And I love how you say like beautiful memories because that is essentially like the byproduct of what you do. Like, because, it isn't everybody's zone of genius. So, I mean, you just light up people's lives with like the end product because, they do say change is like a holiday, but also when you are surrounded by like a vibe, which is your
Mm.
home, everything else just feels so much better.
Oh, definitely. And that's part of an initial consultation. So, people always bring the aesthetic inspiration, but it's also the lifestyle that you want to live, which might be something that's inspired them on a holiday. So, the beach, that cafe lifestyle, and all of those amazing things that you go on holidays to experience can be found within your home as well through good design.
Yeah, and you're doing a lot at the moment. You've got young children, you're running your business, you're in like publications, you've got big projects. Well
Yes.
done.
Thank you.
I
It is
love the
busy, as you
blend.
know. Hey, and we women are very good at working with that blend, aren't we?
Yeah.
We learn how to wear many hats.
So your marketing is looking hot. Hot, mama,
Thank you.
hot. I will preface this and say that Katrina is inside the membership. She's a member of my signature membership, Superhero Marketing, and you've done like absolute wonders with your marketing. It looks beautiful. You've put yourself out there. Everything is like buttoned up. You've got all the things. I think what's the biggest thing that you're proud of with your marketing?
It would have to be my digital branding, so which
Yeah.
was all DIY. And I've got you in my back pocket as well, who has
Yeah.
been really helping to make sure I'm ticking all the right boxes. But yes, everyone says you have to go out and invest in branding. And yes, 100% you should. But if you can do it yourself, especially with things like Canva out there these days, I believe I'm, a bit tech savvy when it comes to that stuff. Plus, I think having a designer background, I really knew exactly what I wanted my branding to look like. So my colors, my fonts, and it's evolved over time. So when I started my business, what is it, just over 3 years now, my branding and even my logo and everything looked very different then to what it is now because like everything, your business evolves and so should how you sell yourself through your branding as well. So yeah, my digital branding or DIY, um, I find good branding helps pitch to clients as well without having
Oh,
to say anything. So it's
yeah.
really important to get right.
Yeah, and I love the fact that you love it and you've done it yourself
Mm,
because you have really tied it all in together. And the fact that you've done it yourself really gives hope, I guess, and inspiration to other business owners out there that think they need all of the things and spend all the money when you actually don't.
yeah,
You can do it yourself, but you can do it when you educate yourself on how to do it, right? So
yeah,
you I guess you had all of the things like lined up and then you don't know what you don't know and you get to a point where you know that you need to evolve things, and I guess that was the point where you join in superhero marketing so you
yes,
could like upskill a little bit more, but you did it because you still wanted to have ownership and wanted to educate yourself on what you needed to do in your business because small business owners, essentially, we don't have lots of money to invest in big design houses and,
mm,
agencies to build things for us. So it's really important that we learn how to do it ourselves, I think, anyway. I mean,
yeah.
that's the reason, right?
Yeah, definitely. You've always got to continue to upskill yourself. And, my zone of genius is interior design. Your zone of genius is absolutely smashing everything in terms of marketing. So I needed to get into your brain.
Yeah, absolutely. What's been the biggest aha moment for you that's come from like putting yourself out there and putting your business out there?
Just to, I guess the biggest hurdle is getting over that self-doubt about putting yourself out there and, possibly and what people would think. I find especially friends and family, those people that know
Oh,
you really well to begin with. Um, I had a fear that people wouldn't take me seriously or they would perceive and, think, oh, she just tells people what color to paint their house and she just draws pretty pictures. But gosh, it's so much more than that. It's so meticulous because I designed to construct and people are investing their precious homes in me, so their future. But as soon as you start to back yourself, so I knew what I was doing and I knew my worth, but you've just got to start to back yourself and start telling people because the only people that really judge you terribly is yourself. So you just get over that, you start telling people, and that's when your world will start to change because dream clients will start to find you and connect with you and believe in you also. And at the end of the day, as well, not everyone is going to be your dream client. So it doesn't matter that if everybody doesn't love what you're saying, you're not going to be working for everyone anyway. But those dream clients are never going to find you unless you do put yourself out there. So just
oh.
getting over it and doing
Yeah.
it.
Absolutely. And I think too, you don't know what's around the corner. And I do like the fact that you said your biggest fear of putting yourself out there was friends and family. Because
Mm,
it's so true, right? Because they're the ones that will like, I guess, judge you the most. But really, what happens is they turn out to be your biggest advocates because
yeah.
they're the most proud of you because they know you so well. And that
Yes.
I think is really, well, I think is, yeah, really, really important. So would that be the one thing that you'd wish you'd done sooner too? Just gone all in and put yourself out there so you just get over that really quickly?
Oh, definitely. Like I find myself in situations all the time where I wish I was telling people what I was doing, but out of that fear of, that self-doubt that I had or and not getting the respect that I would hoped I would deserve, I just found myself downplaying everything.
Mm.
And then obviously else would just think that, she's just playing around with this business idea. But no, it's massive. It takes over your life and yeah, just do it. Do it
I
now.
know that when we started working together, I helped you with your transformation message, that one liner, that elevator
Yes.
pitch. And I know that I feel is the one thing as business owners that we need to get right. Because when we do, that's the thing that gets put on the post-it note in your bathroom on the mirror. Because the
Mm,
more that you repeat that message to yourself, the more you believe it. And the more you believe it, the more other people will also believe it, even though it's true to what you do. Like I have mine as well. But it's taken years of practice to be able to get confident in saying that.
yeah.
And your confidence, I guess, instills other people's confidence in you. And what you're doing is like building dreams and making them a reality, which is such a big deal. And it's such a like position of like influence to be in like with what you do. It's gorgeous. And then, I see people's businesses grow over the internet, but you
Mm,
see these things there. Actually, what you do becomes a tangible thing, which is so
yes.
exciting.
Yeah, and everyone is so overwhelmed when it comes to, I guess, business as well as renovating and building. Like they can kind of be very easily compared to, because we live in a digital world now. So we're surrounded by images and what other people are doing, what other homes look like. And so everyone's just completely overwhelmed. They know what they want their homes to look like or their businesses as well. And just knowing how to get there, I take all that confusion out of the process.
Yeah, it's lovely. And I do think that if you are not strong in a particular field, you hire somebody that is like
Yes.
yourself. Like I'm not amazing with interiors either. Like it's difficult. I find that difficult. So, the next time I go to do something, I would have somebody like you come in. And it's the same, I guess, the flip side with your marketing. So
Yeah.
what made you invest in superhero marketing?
Because I know the power of good marketing your business, but more so yourself, because when you are a business owner, your business is who you are. So, as a service provider, because when people invest in your service, they're investing in you. And I wanted to make sure I was putting myself out to the world right and real. I wanted to get it right on every level, and I knew you were able to help me with that.
That is so nice. Thank you. What would be the number one piece of advice that you would give to other business owners right now?
To just start putting yourself out there and invest in the right people to, honing in on their zone of genius, because we are not good at absolutely everything. I've got my business, you've got yours, and yeah, we just all got to come together, support each other, and yes, get over that self-doubt or that fear or whatever is holding you back from just starting to tell the world about what you're doing. And yeah, start yesterday if you haven't done it already.
What's the number one thing that you're most proud of in your business?
In my business, it would look, my business absolutely lights me up. I love the challenge that comes with each project because no project is the same. I love meeting and getting to know all my clients because your interior designer gets to know you very well to be able to design you the right house, everything that's in your cupboards and every little step that you take throughout your home. So I can accommodate all of that. But at the end of the day, I absolutely love walking away from a project knowing that those clients have now got a KH design space that makes their life easier, because great design is first functional and beautiful beyond expectation. So I'm just so proud to be able to create these beautiful homes for people.
Yeah, and functional definitely,
Oh,
like in
yes.
today's world, I think everyone is busy flitting here and there, trying to slow down their lives a little bit. And with functional spaces, you do feel a lot more flowy. I know that I
Yes.
really needed to have my office a certain way for it to function well because, I have when I'm in here, I'm on, but then I'm mumming when I'm not in here. And so it needed to be able to, I guess, fit that quick, and I have a stand-up desk too. So I don't really stand up that much. And I bought it for that. But now it comes in handy to get little fingers away. I just put it
Yes.
up so they can't touch anything. It's the best.
That that's it. You've got to just make your house, your space, wherever you are, function for whatever situation. So yours is your little people at the moment. When they're around,
Yeah.
you're trying to juggle your work and your babies, and you do it so well. And
And
yes,
so do
it's great.
you. So do you. We were actually like, I had to press record because you and I feel like we could talk so much about all the things.
Yes,
But
we're
yeah,
we're living the same life at the moment, I feel.
we both have two little boys,
Yep.
and just the juggle. We're talking about, between like business and navigating when they're sick, and just like, oh, it's, I guess exterior looks really good, like on socials and, everything like that. But behind the scenes, like, I feel like everyone's kind of going through the same thing. We're all like working hard. And today we're recording this on International Women's Day. So it will come out in a little bit, but I think it's nice to shine a spotlight on, I guess, how far women have come in business, because I guess the gender roles, women still are the ones to make the babies, push them
Yeah.
out and care for them. The men, can't physically do that. So we're still doing all the things. And I think it's a really proud moment, like for yourself, to have two young children and you are killing it in your business. You've been featured in like publications. What are you working on at the moment that is what are you proud of that you're working on at the moment?
Um, oh, yeah. I'm loving all my projects, as I
Yeah.
sort of touched on earlier, because they all bring something different. But I've got a bowling club, so a commercial project that is by the lake. That's going to be under construction shortly. But I've also just started a three-story home in a lakeside suburb near me. So I'm up in Newcastle, and that's going to be absolutely stunning. It's a 25-year-old home. The clients in there are lovely people, and yeah, just being able to give them a home that so they've lived there for 25 years already,
Yeah.
but to now take that home into the rest of their lives, it's going to be a really beautiful project to share and watch come to life
That's so
for them.
nice.
Yeah,
Yeah,
as I
lovely.
mentioned, loving all of them, but yeah, I'll shine a light on that one.
Yeah,
That's
nice.
called Lakeside Nords, so you
I
can
love
follow
it.
along.
Oh, yeah. So, where do you see your business in 5 years' time?
I would love to. So it's funny, if you asked me this when I first started, I where I see it now is so much bigger. I was just happy to just have my business and do my projects and to see how it went. But now I've got big plans. I want to have a podcast one day myself. I
Yes.
want to get a little office, not too far away from my suburb. It's still got to fit my lifestyle. A little office with, I've already got someone who helps me in the background as with getting some of my projects over the line because there's so much work involved with them. But I'd love to have someone in my office with me, a design assistant, and a space where I can bring my clients to also, and we can
Yes.
just spread out all their selections, their drawings. Yeah, just a beautiful space to be able to bring my clients into. We still go to their homes, but they can also come into the office. And yeah, more publications would be fantastic
Yeah.
too.
And that's all marketing, right? So you just got to
Yes.
get putting yourself out there, use all the things that I've given you to absolutely like take it on board, copy and paste, and just get get the word out about you. So about you, where can people find you for the listeners? Like what's your Instagram? What's your website? If people want to connect with you, if people want you to be their interior designer, how can we find you?
Okay, so on Instagram, I am just kh.designed with ed on the end. A lot of people don't hear that part. So yes, kh.designed, dot designed. And my website is www.khdesigned.com.au. And just go through my website or even throw me a DM on Instagram as well.
You've got a
There is
freebie too. You've got a
Yes,
freebie.
I do
Yes.
have a freebie on my website also. It's the 6 steps to creating a beautiful home. So everything that you need to do at the very start of a project to get it up and running on the right steps. Because, it's all that early planning that can really set it up for success. So, yeah, on my website, it will just pop up as soon as you get on there. You put your email in and it will go straight to your email.
I love that so much. So, what are your plans now? What are your plans like in the next year? You've
Uh,
got how long do projects take? So, what you're working on is, 6 to 12 months, surely. Bowling club,
yes.
commercial. That's amazing. You should be so proud.
Thank you. Yes, so my projects, yeah, they are at least 6 to 12 months in terms of the design process, and then construction kicks off. And depending on any sort of delays, because delays always happen in the building and renovating world, there is no stopping that. That is just life. Um, yeah, I could be with someone, which is why I get to know my clients so well. I could be with them for 2 years plus
Yeah.
sometimes especially on large builds. But I would say in the next year as well, I will be looking at getting my own podcast started up as well. So yeah, if you're following me on my Instagram at kh.designed, you'll see when that gets up and running as well. But yeah, that's probably 12-month plan, but it will happen.
I'm excited for you, Katrina.
You'll have
And
to come on, Hayley.
oh, I can't wait. I can't wait. And then I'll have you on in another 12 months' time and we can see how far you've come. But it's been so amazing to have you on the podcast. Thank you so much for joining me.
Thank
And
you.
I'll see you inside Superhero Marketing, my love.